Hey guys, welcome back to the channel Everyday Carry Everyday Guy. The Earmor M20 in-ear electronic hearing protection. I've had these for quite a while. I've run them both indoor and outdoor, and I've developed some very interesting opinions about them. I'll say this straight off the bat. This is a very opinionated review of a product. The reason I say that is because when you get something that is going to basically, how do I say this without sounding really weird, penetrate your body through your ear. Ugh, starting off crazy, guys. It's going to be very personal to that particular person. Some people will be able to run these, like myself, happily. Other people will absolutely steer clear of it because they can't handle putting things in their ear. So whatever I say in this review, guys, unless it's fact by the manufacturer, it is my opinion, and you can use that opinion as you want. Now, guys, there is one thing I do need to talk about just before we switch the view and I take you through a deep dive into what these are. There is a school of thought, a fear that using in-ear hearing protection indoors is bad for the bones behind your ear. These have an indoor and outdoor mode, and we're very fortunate on this channel to have a subscriber who is an ENT specialist, the ear, nose and throat specialist, and he's also a shooter, and he basically advised me that the far more likely problem is that the part inside your ear to be damaged is called the cochlea, which sits inside your ear, right? And generally, when people have damage, it is with over-ear hearing protection when they're shooting indoors and they're shooting a rifle, and what happens is the butt of the stock of the rifle breaks the seal on the ear. So you basically have the rifle up against your shoulder, and you're turning your head slightly to get your sight picture through your scope, and that breaks the seal on your hearing protection. You take a shot, and by the time you realize you've broken that seal, well, it's too late. Having said that, guys, you got to choose what's going to work for you, okay? As with everything on my channel, everything is an opinion, nothing is a recommendation. If you like to stick to the over-ear, 100%. If you want to try in-ear, 100%. It's going to be your choice. These form an exceptional seal inside your ear. Let's flip the view. I'll take you through them, and then we'll flip it again afterwards, and I'll show you what's in the box. So guys, just before we get into the M20, I just want to show you some of the other hearing protection I have. This is your Glock branded hearing protection. I'm sure every Glock owner has a pair of these. These are non-electric, so this is just like earmuffs basically. And then I've got your less expensive type of electronic hearing protection. These are okay. I ended up spending most of my life using these as just normal non-electronic ear pro, sort of like this. And then you have your slightly more pricey hearing protection. This is also from Earmor. These are the M31s. This is sort of my go-to for over-ear hearing protection. I did, as you can see, try initially these, which are not great, right? That's just stuff you get if you go to a factory. And then I also do have the Surefire branded hearing protection, which I also wasn't the world's biggest fan of. So I've tried multiple different styles of ear pro, and for me, and remember, as I said, this is a very personal opinion because it's going to be different for everybody, I find these to be my favorite. Okay, let's get into it. First and foremostly, guys, you get this in a really cool like Pelican case type deal. It has a USB Type-C charging port at the back. This actually has a protector, but I ripped that off. I'm not someone who keeps these charging protectors on there because I just end up getting in the way, sorry. So you charge the case, and the case charges the earplugs. So this is your charging port right there, those two little plugs, and on the earplug themselves, you've got that connector. And when you connect it, as you can see, it's charging. Now these four lights, those indicate the charge inside the case, not the charge of the earbud. If the earbud is charging, this area here will glow red. Now you'll see I've got some white paint on my right earbud. That's because I wanted to be able to discern between what my left and right was quickly, because if you take these suckers out and you fumble them around, it's very hard to tell which one is which, especially if it's done in the dark and that sort of thing. So I just took some like a white paint marker and marked the right hand side button white, so I always knew which one was which, and as you can see, that's the red indicator. So when this is in here, it's charging, and what I do is obviously when I'm done using it, I put this in my range bag and it's charged and ready to go for the next time I want to or I need to run EarPro. The activation button, there's one on either side, is also the control. So in order to put them on, it's a press and hold. I'm going to try to let you hear what it sounds like. So it's a very faint beep, and then if you tap it once, it goes from indoor mode to outdoor mode. When it's in indoor mode, you have a bit more noise cancelling. It sounds a bit more like your over-ear headphones, and when you're in outdoor mode, you do get a bit more audible feedback. So for example, in outdoor mode, you can actually hear wind blowing past the mic. This is the mic right there. So in outdoor mode, you can actually hear the wind blowing past the mic. And then to put it off, it is also a press and hold, and you'll hear an audible beep. That's the sound, or the sounds that these make, powering them up, switching modes, and then putting them off. The way to put these suckers into your ear. So this is my right-hand side earbud. You basically put them into your ear. Imagine that's your ear. You slide them in and you rotate them. And this little piece here interfaces with that fleshy fold on the inside of your ear, sort of forward of your ear canal. And that locks it into place. And I can tell you, once the sucker is locked into place, it stays there. They really are really snug fitting. You get an 8-hour battery life out of these when they're fully charged, and they will go to sleep after 2 hours if they are sort of left still. What happens is, if you have them in your ear and they're about to go to sleep, you hear 2 beeps, and then you'll just basically have to touch the button and it will delay that sleep mode. Now, you do get different size plugs. These are like the 3-cone style plug. So I'll show you the size plugs in a second. Basically, you take those off. That is your attachment for the plugs. And what you can also do is, if this piece is too big or too small for your particular ear, this can come off as well. And you do get different sets of these. I'll show you what's in the box when I switch the view. And then I'll just pop that back on. And there you go. So guys, if my memory serves me, these start cancelling out sounds once you get to 85 decibels and above. And I have to be honest, I really like these, especially on like a super hot day when it's super hot outside. Having this over your ears just makes your whole face hot. Well, that's just my opinion. And so running a set of earbud style that is real. Guys, also one thing I do want to say, these guys are really light. If you put this in your ear, man, the only way you know it's in your ear is because there's this cone-shaped thing deep in your ear. You don't feel any weight on your head. The seal they create is also really good. This is going to sound really gross, but it sort of works well with the sort of the ear wax or the ear moisture inside your ear. So it creates a very nice, tight, snug seal. You do also get these in different colors. This is the sort of the coyote brown, desert tan type situation. You get them in OD green as well as in black. I'm going to switch the view and then we can do what's in the box and end off. Let's go through what's in the box. Your Earmor M20 electronic hearing protection earbuds, as well as the recharging case, a manual, a USB Type-C recharging cable, a lanyard that you can attach to the earbuds themselves to hang them around your neck when you aren't using them, 3 different sizes of the ear cones that goes into your ear. You get the small, which is this. You get the medium, which is on my earbuds currently, and you will get a large. You will then also get a set of small, medium, and large foam style in-ear earbuds. Basically, these are for if you cannot find or do not like the silicone 3-cone style earbuds. And then you do also get 3 sets of these ear attachments, the small, medium, and large. Obviously, I have the medium on my set right now. Guys, where I found it online at the best price is at Karoo Outdoor. I'll leave them linked down below. It's between like 1.3 or 1.4, don't quote me. These are currently my favorite set of shooting hearing protection. Like you guys saw, I have all the different kinds. Since I've been running these, I've had absolutely no problems. I find it way more comfortable to run. And having this convenient case just means they always charge. I really do like them. I've had absolutely no problems with them, and I was pleasantly surprised at how well they work. They are infinitely better than your standard freaking in-ear hearing protection that I showed you guys a bit earlier on. I want to say a huge thanks to Skulk and Emil at Ultra Nexus for hooking me up with this, and I want to say a huge thanks to you guys for taking the time to watch this review. Guys, if you like this kind of thing, I do one of these reviews every single Sunday. So maybe consider subscribing. That's it, guys. Have a good week. Be safe. Train hard. Cheers. God bless.